Guys, hello. Hi, we've got Lotte, Claire already. Hi, Claire. How is everyone? Oh, everyone's fabulous. How are you guys? It's been another long week. It's been another long week. Yeah, so we've got 15 viewers already. Hi, welcome down, welcome down. Yeah, get the comments and let me know that you're here. Let me know that I'm not sounding like a Dalek. Am I sounding like a Dalek? Do I sound like a Dalek? I hope not. I hope not. Let me know what I do. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Down, lovely. Hi, Golden. Hey, Alan. Lots of lovely people in tonight. Fabulous. Give me a like or share. Give me subscribe. Give me a follow. Give me all this. Yeah, we've got some special guests for you tonight. Does it sound like a Dalek? Give me a second. Is that better? Every week, I will remember one of these weeks which one it is, because every week I'm sure it's not that one, I'm sure it's this one, and it's the one that I have to turn it off. Is that better? Technical difficulty Tuesday, it's what we do. It's what we do. We've got Jordan, we've got Claire, we've got Yvonne, we've got Sarah, we've got Chris, we've got Alan, we've got Daniel. Hi everyone, we've got Jack. Much better. Amazing. So yes, another long week, but it's Tuesday again, so everything's fine in the world. Everything is fine in the world. Amazing. Yeah, like I was saying, I'll say it all again. Give me a like, give me a share, give me a subscribe, give me whatever. If you're lucky enough to have a bit of money on you, I mean, I'm not going to say no if anyone does want to give us a tip. Thanks. Just the tip, though. Just the tip. Two special guests tonight. One of them is running late. Let me introduce the first one, a queen that I have known personally for about 12 years, I think. Please welcome to a Tuesday. Delightful. Mona Lodge. Hey girl, look at you getting all the girls out tonight.
Oh, I know, I've got the girls out, the nails on.
Oh, she's gone full out. She's gone full out for it. Who else have we got in the comments? If it's Tuesday, you've got to get the gang together. Yes, we've got Reese, we've got Dina, Claire. Yes, it is on the YouTubes. If you go onto the penny page that you commented on earlier, I have put the link in there in the comments. I think it works. Thanks. Our sapphire blue there. The colour of the wig, very sapphire. Do you remember last time that me and her had the same outfit on fucking Drag Idol? That was a moment.
Yes.
God. We've got Anne-Marie in the comments. Hi, Anne-Marie. Sorry I couldn't stop to chat to you today. I just didn't want to. We've got Johnny still going. So how are you doing, lass? How are you doing?
I'm all right.
You good?
Absolutely sweating right now. But keeping busy.
It's the joy, isn't it? Hang on, I'm just filling up a glass. In case anyone's wondering what the sound effect is. It's going to be a Tuesday without a little straw hat.
I've got my little shots.
Oh, fabulous. Shall we have a little one before Tesco turns up?
Yes.
Because I've got me Nana Sambuca, a little Sambuca, Sammy B's. I
wish I had Katana here serving it for us.
Could you imagine? She'd charge you through the fucking nose, that one.
Yeah, no. Tesco.
Oh, okay. Don't tell the shop girls that. Dear. Right. Cheers, girl. Happy Tuesdays.
Happy Tuesday.
Oh, stars, you beautiful. Oh, that one caught the back of my throat. We've got Craig in the comments. We've got Peter in the comments. Tesco is apparently running late. Hang on. I think she might actually just be here. Bear with. Let's try. Tess.
Oh.
Let's go. Oh. Tess, you're live.
I'm on Penny's live in a minute.
Is she having a wardrobe malfunction?
I have no idea. Let's go.
I've just been answering.
Hey, what the fuck's you wearing?
Well, I'm next to
Tess. Tess, dear. You're on live, dear.
Eh?
You're on the live.
You haven't paid the fucking bill. Hello.
You're on. We're on. We're already on Facebook.
Hello, dear.
Are you all right? I've just been cooking.
You're cooking in your jacket.
Oh, no. It's cold. We haven't got the heating on.
Oh, but she hasn't got the money on the electric. I'll tell you that. Have you just got them?
Pardon?
Where did you get them? What was that? Where did you get them from?
I always carry cooker scoops around.
Have you been on the Rob girl?
We'll get you chatting.
So yes, we've got Tesco and we've got Mona Lotte now. Yes, what have you been shoplifted in Asda?
Oh, would I ever? Would I ever shoplift? Actually, I did steal some steak this week. But I
Stole
mean,
some what?
I won't fucking see you about it. To be fair.
She's very quiet, dear. I can't hear what you're saying.
I'm very quiet.
Yeah,
Is that better?
If you just speak up, dear, just speak up.
Just
Hello.
Shout, dear, shout.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
hello, dear.
Is that better?
It's better. It is better.
So what we're all drinking, girls? What you drinking?
Well, I've got the straw hat.
I've got the Prosecco.
And I've got myself a nice flute of white stuff.
So we've gone from class to ass to
Downright broke.
basement. The fact that you were drinking White Storm out of a champagne flute just makes it, girl. Cheers, ladies. Cheers.
Up the bum, no babies.
So yes, everyone in the comments, everyone watching at home, if you have got any questions for the girls, get them in now. Starting off with the lovely Gladys Duffy, who was here last week, saying, "Can I ask, have you any awareness of food poverty?"
No, I've got food in my cupboards.
Do you know what? I did really well. Ackwards emptied her cupboards out, and she was just like, "Penny, do you want these?" And I was like, "I'll take it. Can you?"
Oh,
What's the food poverty? Is that where you haven't got food?
Yes, dear.
Well, I've got plenty steak and plenty cooker soup, so I haven't got any awareness over that.
She hasn't got the leg of lamb because that's got the security tag on.
Oh, that was the big ones that you get in Primark, and the big white one. Horrendous. Little fact: if you ever want to steal hair dye, the security tag underneath the lid. I mean, no one's going to want to
I feel
know
like I've
that.
got a full face in the camera. I'm trying to move myself
Pardon?
back. I can't physically get back any further. Just got a very large face.
it must be the hair.
So what else have we got going on? Tess is in a fish tank. Potentially yes. One of the comments. So yes, guys, get the questions in if you have any. Shall we start with what we always chat shit about? Drag Race. Anyone Drag Race? Anyone watch it?
Oh, yeah.
We're thinking
Are we
do with UK.
UK?
Well, it's the only one
Start
that's
with
worth
UK.
watching anyway at the minute.
I'm just going to pretend that Tess isn't talking because I can't understand a word she's saying.
Can you not hear us at all? Is that better?
That is better.
Yeah, that's better.
I mean,
It's because
visually
my
not,
microphone-
but sound-wise, yes.
Right, bear with, then I'll sort this out in 1 sec. What?
Fabulous.
I'll just hold you.
Yeah, what do you think of Drag Idol? Not Drag Idol, Drag Race.
Drag Idol on the mind. It was actually on Sunday a year ago from Drag Idol Week 1, but let's not talk about Drag Idol.
We'll talk about Drag Idol later.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But I'm sat there going, shit, do we have to?
But Drag Race US, I've got really bored.
No, Drag Race UK. UK.
We're doing
US
UK,
is boring as stuff. US is doing nothing this year. So we'll just stick to the UK. It was the...
Ruru Vision.
Yes, it was Ruru Vision. Thank you for reminding me. What do we think? You think the right girls were in the tops and bottoms?
Yes.
I hate the song.
Yes,
Not gonna
I
lie.
agree. But to be honest, I'm still annoyed at last week with Lawrence Cheney winning when it should have been a horror.
See, I think you've got to be there to see the costumes when it comes down to a catwalk sort of thing.
Was last
Was that
week
that
when
one?
Horror did the brain?
It was when the
it's Morning Glory.
Yeah.
Oh, the Morning Glory, yes.
Yeah. Ahura should have won that week. Like, I'm still
Yeah, she did
livid.
very well.
She was robbed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say robbed as such because I think our runway let her down a bit. It was Monster Mash in the first look. I didn't think was very monster.
Lawrence's runway was really, really good.
I'm sat here with vodka earrings and I'm trying to talk about fashion.
Do you like my earrings? I'm just gonna jump in with these. Do you like these? Do you like them? Like them? If you can't see what they are, have a little look at this. Look, they're pennies.
They're
Ain't
camp.
camp.
The acrid, our lovely acrids made us a couple sets. So I've got some shiny ones and some just kind of glittery ones as well. Love them. But this week, Joe Black came back. They had the challenge of the girl groups. One group did really well. One group had Joe Black as the captain.
Yes.
And then Joe Black went home again.
Yeah, like, I think they only brought her back in to be like, oh, we're going to replace Veronica, but they shouldn't have. They should have just went on.
Yeah. I think it's nice to have someone come back. But I feel like it was a little bit unnecessary. Can you keep yourself away, please, girl? I hope you're taped.
I'm not, actually.
It was good when she took them back off us. I could have still had them tits and not give her them.
We're just playing past the boob now.
Yeah.
I disagree with Joe Black coming back. I was a bit gutted Cherry Valentine didn't get any votes because I think
her speech pissed me off.
What was it again?
She was
I've
like,
been through
I'm the
pandemic.
best and I want to compete with the best. I was like, do you want to be more like self-absorbed?
To be
No,
fair,
I agree. I think if you have the self-confidence, show it. Threaten the girls to the point where they want to prove you wrong.
Yeah, and that's when she didn't even get one vote.
Yeah.
But then on her Instagram, some of the looks she's done, I'm like, I would have loved to see them on the runway. Some of the looks are amazing.
I feel like this is something that we might have not considered at the time. Don't forget, every other girl, as they said on the Seaside Catwalk, had seen what the girls already had packed.
Yeah.
Cherry was going to blossom and she was going to show look after look after look 3-4 weeks in a row. And the girls had already seen her wardrobe. Do you think they didn't bring her back knowing she was a threat?
Possibly. Strategically planning.
Yeah. Joe Black, they knew Rue didn't like her.
Out of the three, who would you have picked?
I probably would have brought Joe back because I'm a big fan of Joe. I enjoy everything Joe does.
Like, from Joe walking in the workroom on day one, I was like, yes, somebody old school, some proper traditional British drag.
Yeah. I think she's, at the same time, I think because she's so niche, because she's so much of her own market, I can't think of another queen that's successfully doing the same sort of thing as Joe, where they've got like the spooky gothic cigar in a holder, cabaret. Yeah, like I can't think of anyone else who's successfully doing that apart from Joe. Right, enough of Drag Race. Let's get the questions going on.
I'll just say quickly, I hate that Big Bag Bomb song.
Right, we've got the lovely Tom asking us, where can I find more married men? Grindr is dry. Where can we find some married men, ladies?
The garden.
Well, the gardens aren't there, dear. They're all getting renovated.
Are they?
Allegedly. I haven't been to check.
Are they going to build a little wash house for the gays?
It's going to be a proper little park because they're building next to the arena. It's going to be flats there, and then they're going to be a proper little park where the gardens is, apparently.
They're just going to move the big market toilets and plonk them down there instead.
So, if you're looking for married men, I would highly recommend Fab Guys, to be honest, or Fab Swingers, personally.
Yeah. Or a sugar daddy website.
I've got about 6 straight guys lined up for after COVID's finished. And don't tell the wives. No, I'm not wearing a wig. What else have we got? We've got Peter asking Tess, why did you leave Drag Idol? You so would have won.
Because the Sunday of Drag Idol, I had a little bit planned. I didn't have a lot planned, and I needed the shop money from the yard. I mean,
it's a paid gig rather than a potential win.
Yeah. To be fair, I just lost my job again at Manhattan's because the 10 o'clock curfew had come in, so I'd lost my income from there. So I was just relying on my shot shifts at the yard. But I mean, as well, it was like I think it was like 6 months when we went through the first lockdown to plan something. And I had fuck all planned, I'll be honest. And I was like, I thought, to be fair, Drag Idol 2020/2021, I think it's went on too far. It's lost its momentum a little bit, except when it came back to the semi-finals, Frida Safik did fucking amazing. She's my runner. She's my
Do
front
you
runner.
think she's the one that's got it in the bag?
I hope so, because
She's coming on in 2 weeks' time as well.
Oh,
Not next week, but the week after, Frida's coming on. I'm very excited
Frida
to
has
her.
a thing about it where she's just fucking amazing. She really is, and she's such a nice person. Like, I'll ring her every couple of days, and like if I'm having a stress or something like that, she's so fucking nice and so genuine. Like, I'd love her to win. I think she deserves it. I really
Yeah.
do.
What about
I mean,
you?
if I was still in
Who
it,
did you
if I was
think
still
is
in
doing
it,
best?
like I've watched it online because of work,
Yeah.
so I haven't been able to commit to it properly. But what I have seen, I think Frida has got everything to go all the way and do something fabulous with the crown as well.
I mean, if
she'd be the first queen who isn't a man.
Yeah, first
Or isn't
for
male.
queen.
I'm trying to
it
think of
could
the
be-
correct way of saying it. She's an AFAB queen.
That's a new term.
She's just a queen to me. She's like Mother said last week. Frida's just a drag queen.
yeah,
She's one of the drag queens. She's one of the girls.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I think as well, it wouldn't just make history. I think it could change the scene a lot. Would get a lot more fab queens and diverse queens.
AFAB queens.
Eh?
But like the thing is with Newcastle as well, and I don't know if this is the same on other scenes. We have got a very, very varied drag collective. We've got 4 kings, we've got 4 queens, we've got queens, we've got kings, we've got a little bit of everything. We've got gender non-conforming artists, we've got drag ghouls in the shape of Acrid. Like we've got like a bit of everything going on. Do you girls feel like you had a proper place in the scene, or do you think you worked your way in and kind of carved in and went, I'm doing this?
My platform came from Drag Idol.
Yeah.
Because I had some very big mistakes before then. Like trying to turn out as Nicki Minaj and being bright orange.
Yeah, that's something you learn. Shouldn't be done again.
And then the Rusties, when it was at Rusties, that was pressure and a half.
You did really well. You got to the finals that year.
Yeah.
And then you did a number where you had a face mask on. And I was like, what is she doing? What is this?
This face mask was mine from Prop Week.
Not that kind of face mask. She had like a full shaving full
cleansing one.
Face mask.
What, like? Oh, I've lost it. It doesn't matter. Wait.
Like a face mask.
Yeah, like a mud pack.
Oh.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
What else have we got going on in the questions? Claire. Claire's girlfriend has said that Mona has tits like hers. Claire, I have seen them. Yes.
Is that the same thing you borrowed me, Mona?
Yeah.
Fuck me, you get sweaty in them.
Yep.
Yeah,
honestly,
the old Christmas live, I was dripping.
I feel like I'm a slapper in Greg's over the last sausage roll.
We've got Katana, the lovely Katana Hackett, asking Mona, what's got you back into doing drag again?
Well, I would say lockdown 1, when I started redoing all my wigs and then starting to do wigs for Katana. It relit a fire under us, and then Katana encouraging us is lit the fire even more. Just put the gas on us. Was
Katana asked a question because Katana's the answer?
Yeah. Just a little bit solved Katana.
It's nice coming back though, isn't it? It's so refreshing when you get to come back.
Yeah, like having I think it's a year and a bit off I've had. Like, it's done me good because I've reevaluated my life and I've moved on to bigger, better things as a boy, and I've got all right career at the minute as well.
When you quit drag, Mona, I started.
So I birthed you.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I need to teach you some tricks, hon.
Our Gladys has asked, Mona, would you do All Stars?
If I was asked, potentially would be a massive yes. because I think I've got a fire in me where I would want to go all the way and have a
You
crown.
need to do that next step where you've
Yeah,
done what
like
you can and you want to go further.
I want to get validated.
Yeah. Like a car parking ticket.
Love a crown.
A little crown wouldn't go on me. I say a little crown because they're teeny tiny little crowns.
Just like my nails. It's not sparkly.
Do you get a crown? Did Layla get a crown for All Stars? I'm sure she just got flowers, didn't she?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
It's like a little plastic Claire's accessory crown that you get.
It took Gladys a year to get her crown, and then Chris Howe live streamed him walking through the yard to give her the crown.
Was that not 2 years? Was that not 2 years later? I'm sure that was my year that he did that.
I think it might have been quite recent. Gladys, let us know in the comments. Mona, Jack has asked, drag idol as the new Dragon and the Whale? Would you do a duo?
Who would be my whale?
I'm guessing
Jack
not me and Jack.
What,
Yeah.
me and Jack?
You and Jack.
That means I'm going to have to do twice as much work because he can't paint his own face.
I mean, I'm not saying that some of the queens that make the final can't, but like I've got to say to our Tess, like our Tess has come on leaps and bounds. Like she's trying every week. Every time I see Tess put a new face on, she'll change something, she'll fix something, she'll do something a little bit different, and if she doesn't like it, she'll take it off and she'll start again. So
do you know what it is? Thanks, Penny. Like what it is, I'll always listen to people's critiques and like things to do better. Like even before tonight, like I was sat obviously with the Yard Girls chatting. Katana was saying, "Oh, try this, try that," and like put like little squiggles on my pictures, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll try it. Like I'll try anything if it's gonna make it better." Like I'll categorically, what's that? I don't know that word. I'm trying to be technical. Categorically, I don't know. I can't say, but I'll say 99.9% of queens on Newcastle scene has helped me at one point. I'd say
it is like, even though we might not always get on, I feel like Newcastle scene is a very close knit community. Even though we do have little invites and bitching and things like that. Did we get an answer from Mona? Mona, you and Jack next year?
Maybe. We'll see.
The Lotte sisters. Mona Lot and Screams a lot.
That's actually a good name for her.
Don't know what she's saying.
I think she's in a fish tank again.
Oh, she's gone. She'll be back. Right. What else we got going on? Right. So we've got Tilly asking, would you work with your drag idol sister again?
Possibly. We had some
Was
very
it
fun.
Steve?
No, that was with Nova. But
Yes.
we did the Glitter Lounge in Sunderland.
Oh, camp.
And we had some good old laughs because it was with Arnie as well. So,
hello.
I love DJ T-Bot. I'm just putting myself into the shop because I can feel one coming on.
Oh.
Can you hear this guy?
What? Yes, we can hear you, dear.
Miss Lucy tried to ring us. I had to hang up and it cut my sound off.
Oh my god, it sounds so much better anyway.
Oh, do I, Fab?
I don't know what you've done, but you fixed something.
You've cleaned your phone.
Mona, our Jackie, the lovely Jackie, has said, Anna says tell Mona to get her tits out for the lasses. I've already said it, but don't think you've seen it. Mona, all I'm going to say is if you are going to do it underneath this banner, because if I get banned for nipples, there'll be hell on.
Yeah, it's not moving.
Jackie, she'll send you an inbox.
Yeah, I'll send nudes later.
Helen Byrne has said, Mona, it's Lauren.
Oh, yeah, little Scouse Lauren.
Scouse Lauren, that's literally her next comment. Nice question from our lovely Ray. Ray has asked, if you could create a perfume, what would it be called and what works? So what would it smell like and what would it be called? You could create a perfume.
I think mine would be really florally and like roses and quite sweet.
Yeah.
Mine would smell like alien and be called Alien.
But yours would probably be like the knockoff from the Granger.
Do you know what it is? This is going to sound so weird, but one of my first ever jobs was working in a dog kennel, and I used to love the smell of chappy dog food. Have you seen? I mean, tell us to shut up.
Not like, keep going, girl, keep going. Like, what other random smells do you like?
Like,
Honestly, after this, tomorrow, go get yourself a tin of chappy. No, don't. I mean, don't. If you've got a dog.
Like, your shoplifting days, can you not, like, give you a pound for it?
Send him a text. Get some chappy. Weird smells. I love the smell of hairspray.
I love the smell of the Got to Be hairspray. The Got to Be hairspray is one of the nicest smells.
Elnet takes you back to your gran with her hairspray.
What was it after I like the smell of earlier? Hair dye. I love the smell of hair dye.
Like peroxide or...
Yeah. Peroxide, love the smell of it.
I think that's solvent abuse.
Yeah. Like, is this going to be an intervention for you?
I feel like this might have to... It's when she starts going like, oh, I love the smell of, like, mastic glue and, like, bit of copy decks. I feel like my perfume would smell of sweat and desperation. Because...
What a smell of sweat and desperation. That's not very nice.
And it's called The Comeback.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that. I'd call mine chappy.
The lovely Chris Savage has asked me who my favourite drag idol contestant is.
Ever.
Heather Fetish. No, she's got to win something.
I actually miss Heather Fetish.
Me and Heather had a little bit of a fallout, but I would love to get back in touch with Heather because I've seen that she's doing very good things since we parted ways.
Have you got her on Instagram?
I don't think I do. I should probably do that.
Some of the looks she posts on Instagram are just like...
Yeah.
If I'm with the right person, that's Axel James, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
She is. Do you know Tony the Doll?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's Tony the Doll's cousin.
Oh.
She's Tony the Doll's cousin. I'd say mine. I'll tell you who I absolutely adore from Drag Idol over the years. It was only a couple of years ago. Velvet Snatch.
Velvet Snatch.
Ooh, girl. A wiki.
Velvet's web series on YouTube. You have to watch it. If you have At Home with Velvet and Velcro. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Honestly, amazing. Such comedy.
Me and Ricky watch it at least once a week. It's the funniest thing I've probably ever watched. It's so love Velvet.
I also loved October. I think October was like a very overlooked queen, even after she won.
Yeah, so, like I miss her cabaret. Like she was just so quirky and so fresh. Like she just put fresh spins on everything.
Yeah. I think we need to coax her back out. She's tempted. I've seen that she's back on Instagram, so we'll get her on the show in a couple of weeks' time. I'm sure of it. We've got a question from Helen, she's not called Helen, she's called Lauren, Scouse Lauren.
Yeah.
Actual question, do you think there is an actual age that drag stops? No.
No.
Honestly, like for me, like there was an article about a queen down in London and she was in her 80s, 90s. The name is, I've lost the name, but she was in her 80s, 90s and she was still going and she was still just as fierce as she was.
Sometimes you get drag queens that start off a lot later, so they'll start wanting to do drag at like 40, 50 year old, because back when they were in the 20s, it wasn't as mainstreamed as what it is now.
Not saying she was in her 40s or 50s, but our Sapphire Blue was one of the oldest contestants drag idols ever had.
Yes.
And she got Miss Congeniality in her, yeah.
How old is Sapphire?
I have no idea. I would like to say to you. She's got a message.
It's Miss Lucy trying to ring us. I'm going to kill her. Ricky!
Do you want to come on the live?
Tell Miss Lucy to do one.
Yeah, I don't think drag ends at a particular age. I think you grow as you do it as well. I think you learn more and more.
Yeah, well, it's is it Miss Beverly Hills in Gran Canaria?
Yes.
Like for her age, she's still beautiful.
Well, look at Greta. Like, look at Greta Lamore. She's had like how many 70th birthdays?
It's like
she's had
me
a
with
few.
my 18th.
She's had a few 70th birthdays and she's had quite a few retirement parties, but she still pulls it out every time she does a show. They might be few and far between, but she's still a fucking icon of the Newcastle scene. Well, she's gone last, shall we?
Cheers.
Yes. We're just going to drink behind her back tonight.
Let's play a game. Let's see how
The lovely Sarah has said, lovely to see you all again. Sarah, I miss your face and I miss your
Sarah's face. Cuddling her tits when I'm drunk.
Yeah, the amount of time she's ended up with this face imprinted on her tits is unreal. Our Anna has said, thank you, Mona and Penny, looking very sexy tonight. Thanks, lass. Stop it. Stop it, you flirt. What else have we got? We've got Becky saying cat food smells nicer. That's a choice.
Choices.
Tom has said alien perfume, the knockoff is Galian from the pound shop. Galian, I can see it happening. We're going back a bit. I'm just going to go at the new comments. What we got? Michael March, your wigs are unreal. Loving this revamp. Oh, honestly, there's one person I can thank for these hair. Well, there's more than one person. I have to thank everyone who's donated to the PayPal and helped get me set back up again for everything. Literally, no matter how small the donation, no matter how small the tip, if you can give us a quid, I'm really thankful for it.
It all goes to the bigger pot.
It helps me get back, but it's also helping other people because I'm using small local people like Mona to get hair and like outfit things like that I've got planned, and it's all helping, and I really genuinely do appreciate it. My hair has been spot on. Every week I get compliments from my hair, and that is all thanks to this woman here. Like she's sorted me out so well. I couldn't recommend her higher.
I've got another one in the works for you, actually. She's on the canvas block, ready.
Oh, I'm very excited. It's nice to see that Mona's growing into a great woman. She's doing very well for herself. What else have we got? I'm trying to catch up because people keep saying I'm not answering the questions. I get so many comments on the screen, and I think I can only see 7 of them, and it goes so quickly.
I've got it open here, and I'm just like,
We've got a question from the Tracy Nelson on the YouTubes, because you can watch on YouTube. If the 3 of you joined forces like Relaska Talks, what would your clique name be? So we've got Penny, we've got Tess, we've got Mona.
Oh, I don't know. It's not 3 names you could really like. Moennis?
Moena? No, it doesn't work. What would we call ourselves though? What would like us 2 and Tess? What would our group? Oh, hang on, she's back.
Hello, I'm back.
The 3 hags.
I'm gonna kill you. She's pissed and she keeps ringing us.
Hags in drag.
Hags in drag, yeah.
I've just had a name there as I wasn't on. I've just forgot it. Tess Penelot.
Penelot. You missed yourself out there, Pet.
Really? Do you want to say hi, Ricky? Ricky's giving Miss Lucy wrong. Hi, guys.
Hey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky.
Ricky.
Look them tits. I've got none. They look very turkey.
Genuine question from Keith, because he starts it with genuine question. Why hasn't Mona used titty tape?
What's one?
Because I'm all about free the nip.
Hashtag free the nip. Hashtag free the nip.
Can I ask what's the tape? What's the tape?
Well, it's tape to cover your. It sticks the outfit down, so it doesn't.
It in.
Oh, right, get you.
Yeah.
It's like what you do. Use your tuck.
Right.
We've got Titty McVitie asking, who was your worst drag idol contestant? Who do you think was the worst drag idol contestant?
Can we all say it together to see if we say the same person? Come on.
I mean, try.
Right.
Three.
Right. 1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Jackie
Jackie
LeCue.
Who said Jackie LeCue?
It's because she was brilliant. She was so entertaining. For every reason was wrong.
It's when she sang Chicago
And
live.
all that jazz.
You can get some performances, not even just in Drag Idol in general, that go wrong for all the right reasons. So Jasmine Dick is fucking amazing for all the right reasons, but for, like, she does all the wrong stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's entertaining. Jackie LeCue just does it all wrong.
Get me wrong. Like, I might think Jackie LeCue was the worst Drag Idol contestant ever. I would go to her show.
Yeah, I would pay to
Be
see
front
her
row,
perform.
going, she has to have her a lot of time. Like, I'd be there. Like, my God, this girl.
You might need earplugs halfway through it, but
I mean, but that's the joy of it. That's the joy. Like, if I can go to a show and I can support someone who wants to be on stage, my new mindset, which I'm finding so much healthier than I used to have, like, my new mindset is, I want to fucking support them. Like, I want to see more drag. I don't want to be there going, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. I think you should do this, I think you should do that. I don't care anymore. I want to see you do what you want to do. I want to see you do it on a fucking big stage.
yeah, they do themselves, be themselves, and be happy.
Absolutely. Like, what do you think, Tess? What, like, if there was if you had the opportunity of being someone who's still quite new to drag, like, to do a full show of your own stuff, would you be like, I'll do that opportunity?
It depends. I mean, say a year ago, I probably would have said no. Now I'd do a show, but I mean, it depends who would turn up to it.
I'll be your
I get
supporting act.
really answer, front row like that. But I'd crack it, but I'd not want to do it by myself, I don't think, because say a 2-hour show by myself, people are going to get bored.
You don't do anything longer than half an hour, lass. 45 minutes at a push. Like, in the words of the late great Adrian Gadd, yeah, there's a reason EastEnders is half an hour. If you can't keep it entertained for 45 minutes, don't fucking do it. Right? Like, half an hour's camp, half an hour. You're talking 6, 7 numbers? What's this to you? Nipples are out.
Hey, I'm never going to live this nipple down.
We're just going to keep having nip slips from Mona. It's going to be camp.
Well, I've seen a comment from Sarah saying it's tonight's drinking game. When you see a nip, take a drink.
Have you messaged her?
There it is. If you're playing along at home, if you are playing along at home, when you see Mona's nipples out, have a shot.
Is that the plan?
It's the new drinking game.
Oh, she's gone again.
Oh, I've just seen a comment.
This isn't me just kicking her out. You know, we don't want a snatch game moment.
Oh, Penny.
Oh, God. Right. Oh, hang on. I haven't quite poured it yet.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Cheers, girls. Tess, do you want a shot? Tess?
Miss Lucy, I'm going to kill her.
Cheers, girl. Right. So, what else have we got going on in the comments? Oh, that's proper caught me, that.
I'm so strong.
McVitie has said that she might do drag again one day. Do it, girl. Do it.
Do it.
Do I?
Gladys has said, turn your vibrate off. I think she's talking to Tess. Mine's very strong.
How do you turn a vibrate off?
You go into settings. Is it iPhone you got?
No, Samsung.
Oh, don't know Samsung.
I think I might have done it.
Pull down at the top, click on sound settings, and put it on silent.
I think I've done it.
Do not disturb. Put it on do not disturb. That would be even better.
Yeah.
Hi, Tess. Your brother says hi.
Hi, brother. I don't know which one, but hi, brother.
That's from Becky.
Oh, Becky, it'll be my brother's Xbox friend, Becky from Birmingham. Hello.
We've got Katana asking, which queen is your favourite that has done the most growth and that you've enjoyed watching?
Over how many years?
As long as they needed. Like,
There's
for me,
many.
I've seen a lot of queens come through the system.
Like, there's been that many contestants, and it's hard to remember every single one.
Once again, we're going back to her, Frida Sapphic. Since Idol, some of the shows she's been putting on with Ivy have been really fucking good.
YouTube stuff. So again, if you follow them on YouTube, if you're looking for things, I think it's on Ivy's YouTube.
Frida has grown so much.
Frida and Ivy, I'm something around. Have a Google, have a look on Facebook. Frida Sapphic and Ivy. What's Ivy's? What does she? That Queen Ivy. That Queen Ivy. Yes.
I would say Dixie Swallows.
Yes. Yeah.
From
100%.
doing Bank to then getting Rusties to then going out to Turkey.
But again, like another drag idol queen. She came first runner up. Is
Yes.
what she calls it. I mean, we call it second, but she calls it first runner up.
First runner up, yeah.
Who won against her that year? Doesn't matter.
Gladys will be able to tell us. I can't remember. I actually can't remember. That's one of my years as well, I think.
Wasn't that your last year?
It might have been. Was it Octavia? It was Octavia.
Octavia.
I and Klopp and Octavia Klopp and Dixie in the final. Pushed in the Hyacinth Bouquet number.
So did Klopp come third that year?
They were kind of like joint second and third. We didn't announce a second or a third. We just announced.
Oh, apparently it was Gucci Gabor that won that year.
Oh, okay. I knew that. She was one of mine as well. That's how much attention I was paying. Was that the year I was told I wasn't allowed fucking champagne on stage? Unless they all had a glass. Yeah.
Champagne? What about champagne? Are you still going to watch the Drag Idols? Because Claudia Gabor, she did for, I think it was week 2, a champagne number, and it was really good.
I do want to watch them. If anyone can send me the best numbers to watch, I don't want to sit through all the shit. I want to see the queens that are going to be something. I want to see the queens that are going to be someone.
Claudia, do you know what Amanda Lepore, champagne? I drink champagne in the morning. I drink champagne. She did that really good.
It was 2015. Wrong. Gucci first, Dixie second, Plastique third. Thanks, Gladys.
She's always there for
Plastique. She's on next week. I've got Plastique on next week. They're on next week. It's going to be so good.
Who's on with
and Pebble?
Oh,
she does our plastic critiques, doesn't she?
Yeah. Like you've been doing all sorts. If you get a chance to watch Plastique, watching their numbers back. So good. Girls, I'm going to pick a card. Do you remember the cards from last week? Shame of Life. I will get sponsored by them. I will.
Just a plug here and a plug there.
Have you got the magic card?
They've all got different debates and questions and things on. So I'm just giving them a little shuffle. Ignore the hairy arms.
Apparently I drink too much.
Skin. And we've got this question, which I've just picked out at random. Which two people would make the absolute worst couple of all time? Of all time, which two people would make the absolute worst couple of all time?
Like anyone?
Cheryl Cole and Anybody Black.
Girls! No.
Well, he cheated on her. And then she went for a French man, and that went tits up.
Well, you could say anyone French.
Which two people?
I would probably say something like John Barrowman and Andrew Lloyd Webber. They're both very lovely. Could you imagine a John Barrowman musical? Because you'd get one.
I'll tell you who I'd say. I've got a good one. I'd say Jackie Weaver.
Jackie, you have no authority here, Jackie Weaver.
Do you know Jackie Weaver?
Love Jackie Weaver.
Jackie Weaver and Pebble Dash. Just because they both have a habit of removing people from.
Because they both just got people out of their rooms.
I did,
Lovely Tom has suggested Prince Andrew and Greta Thunberg,
who's Greta Thunberg?
the young eco activist.
Isn't she like 12?
She's just turned 18, I think.
Oh, well, that's it. Gold for fucking Prince Andrew.
Right, our Gladys asking Chris Savage asking via Gladys, what do you think makes a good drag queen? I'm sorry, there's been lots of questions. I'm trying to get through them as quickly as I can. What do you think makes a good drag queen? It's Chris Savage's question.
I don't think. Well, not
Passion.
Passion. That's a good
Passion,
answer.
yeah. Like, if they don't have passion in what they're doing, then
Why do it?
yeah.
I love the fact that you both agreed on that. That's like, what? So yeah, so do you think passion's a major part of it, or do you think talent pays it?
Passion.
Well,
don't be a drag.
Passion over talent as well.
Don't be a drag queen if you don't. Just, I don't know how I'm going to word this. Don't want to be a drag queen if you just want to show off a talent. You need to have the passion as well. I mean, I've got neither, but I've got we white stones, so that makes me happy.
You've got the talent, you just haven't shown it yet. I think you've got a lot more in your bag than you're letting us see.
Well, you can find us on such and such. No,
oh shit, deals. Like, is it at Tess_co? Like,
what?
What's your Instagrams?
On my Instagrams, I've got 500 followers now.
Oh, girl.
Official_Tesco.
There we go.
Only.
We'll get all the details in the links and stuff.
Kenny's like, shut up. No one cares about the Instagram.
I asked and then I went, I shouldn't have asked that. Connie Majors drag karaoke in the Viaduct. She hates it because it pays more. I wish fucking karaoke paid more.
Connie Majors.
Oh, I would love it if karaoke paid. Like, if karaoke paid, I'd be there every single fucking... Oh, I was there every fucking Tuesday anyway.
To be fair, though, the thing is, people can say, oh, drag pays more, so they do it. But then that's when you lose the passion, like what we've just been on about. So, yeah, it might pay more, but is it going to show as a good entertainment as it would of someone that's enjoying it? Is it not just someone standing there? You know what I mean?
I lost a lot of passion when it became a job, and it became a job very quickly. When I was doing every week, and I was doing more than one night a week, it became a job. It became almost like a drain on me.
Like, can you enjoy anymore?
What?
Like, not something that you enjoy anymore.
No, I still enjoyed it, but when every time that it got to the point where I'm not enjoying it, that's when I pull out, and that's when I kind of retire, and that's why I've had so many comebacks.
Yeah, because you go for a little break.
Yeah, I start doing it, and then I miss it, and then I have to come back, and then I'm in a very lucky position.
I had that a little bit myself after the first lockdown, when I was doing however many shifts at the Yard and however many shifts at Manhattan's, and it was constant work. I think at one point I was doing 7 nights a week, and I remember speaking to Gladys about it, and she was like, "You need time for yourself as well, because that's when you lose the passion, when you're constantly doing it." Like, I take me hat to some of these drag race queens. Like,
Chris has said, do you think drag has become more about looks than entertainment? I think it has, and I blame RuPaul. I think from my perspective, as someone who didn't look particularly good when I was doing it, it's pushed me. It has pushed me in a way that I didn't think I was going to have it. I will happily share photos, used to wear a little cut bob, like a little bob number, and I had terrible makeup. And Mona remembers these days. And I was I had to do it, and I had to be more professional. And when professional became, I had more mug going on. When I had to learn how to do this, it became easier in a sense, because I found my face. tonight I even messaged my friends earlier saying my face feels more old school Penny. I feel really good tonight. I feel like I look good tonight. I feel like for the first time in a long time, I'm carrying off a look that I'm really happy with.
I like it.
Thank you. It's very old school face. Like I'm just going for the basic, like, brown, black, white palette. There's no color in there.
I always remember my first eyeshadow palette. It was Krylon, and it went from white through about 4 different greys to black, and that was every look, just that palette.
Have you been in my makeup drawer?
But like, I still remember Greta Lemore. I said it a couple of weeks back. Greta Lemore. Yeah, you need 2 colors. You need penis pink for the cheeks, budgie blue for the eyes.
Snazaroo as well was a big part of drag makeup.
Yeah. So do you think it's more looks based now?
It's drag queens have got more beautiful, and people are invested in their look more.
People are more invested in makeup now, and different. Like, I'm sure I was speaking to Ricky's daughter about it. People are more.
You want the space when you said that. Mug.
But like, people are more interested in like learning about makeup. Like, if I go on Instagram now, it's just makeup, different makeup, a vibrate one. But I don't think you need that. Like, I'd happily watch bin bag drag 24/7.
Not just bin bag drag, entertaining drag. You can look terrible. You can pull out the most entertaining number, and your audience will stay with you. I'm sure Chris knows this as well. Actually, Chris has said, sorry, Chris, I keep calling you Chris. Just put your drag name in there because I know there's a drag name in there and I can't remember it for the life of me. You have to make people like you so they come back to see you, not get behind a DJ box and be nasty to people for a cheap laugh at someone's expense.
That's spot on.
One of my biggest boxes that I put myself into was the drag queen DJ box, because I'm quite a good DJ. I know a bit of music. At the same time, doing that and drag very much cornered me in, and I was stuck doing that. Like, how are you two at DJing? Do you know your music? Do you know?
Well, you taught me back in the day. And like, I've had residencies like in Sunderland of DJing and stuff.
Yeah.
It does get very like just claustrophobic, I would say, because you're stuck there and trying to entertain full people of drunken.
And they all want hairspray.
Yeah. Well, even when I worked in Sunderland, they always wanted Children of the Night or Pretty Green Eyes.
You is learning me, because obviously I haven't had the chance to DJ yet with lockdown and stuff like that. When I come out, it helps us learn. You know what I mean?
Honestly, it's so much fun. It's so much when you can play a song and you can light a room up with a song. It's so rewarding.
When everybody's up and dancing and just being gay.
Yeah.
I had one, like a little test in Manhattan's, and it wasn't like, it was like midweek, and Kel was like, "Oh, jump on and have a go so you can get used to the system for obviously when we come out lockdown." And I felt so fun. I was like a child. I was like, "Oh, what's this one do? What's this one do?"
Our Acrid said, "Can you play Dance Monkey?" Honestly, like that song is the reason we went into lockdown. I'm gonna say it. Like, I got asked for it one more time.
Can you play Rolling on a River? No, I haven't got it.
The lovely Venus de Milo has said you can look good and entertain. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Very true. Very true. But when you've got both, it does help. Like, you've got some gorgeous queens who can't entertain. I'm not going to name names or anything like that because that would be shady as well. But like, you can look the part and have nothing behind it, or you can have all of the goods and not look the part. If you've got the talent, doesn't matter how you look, you'll get through. And I can tell you that as someone who's been doing it for 17 years and did not look good. Like, I can tell you, when I started working back at Rusty, like first at Rusty's, like we're going back 12 years, I did not look good. There was no polish to it. Then again, that was just the start of RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, That was when it all
And
kind of,
your Rusty's days was a pink sequin frock
and it was
and this
fabulous.
blonde beehive.
Beehives, I had the big updos, I had it all. But
There,
I was still putting in effort. I might not have looked the best, but I was putting in effort, and I wanted to do better. And I think that's one of the big tricks of it, is having the drive to want to do well. If you want to do well, and you're humble enough, you will get there, I think.
Mona, there's the pink sequin frock.
No, it's not that one. It's not that one.
This one I'm talking about is like floor length, and it's got a hook, like a circle.
Yeah.
Where?
It had the
With a bit
teardrop
of a
cut out.
colour.
Had the teardrop cut out, and it had the collar.
Penny, how does it feel to know when you started drag I was 6?
How about fuck you? I take you out of this. I'm just gonna. Right. So.
I was like,
Oh, fuck off! No, that's not fair.
Well,
To be fair, when I first met Penny, I think I had about 3 18th birthdays.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't my job to ID you. So. But no, like I remember first meeting Mona in Rusty's, and I think it was one of your birthdays, and it was the Lady Gaga night. Am I right? When you were dressed as Lady Gaga, or was that
Was that when I had the little hot pants on?
It was the hot pants and the pink and white wig.
That was the Nicki Minaj one.
Or was that the Nicki Minaj one? Oh Jesus! We'll not mention that one.
No.
Right, what do we got going on in the questions? Tom has said, I think it's abusive banter is good for the straights. As long as you do it professionally with banter, it's all good and they love it. I agree, they love a little bit. However, it's very hard to do abusive banter now because everyone's offended by everything. If you're offended, don't go in a gay bar. Not go in a gay bar if you're easily offended.
I think Tom was a really fan of when I said that we were having a global scamdemic. Do you remember when I used to do my COVID jokes, Penny?
We've got Gladys saying, makeup can be learned and improved, outfits and wigs can be bought, talent is much harder to achieve. I agree 100%. But you can work towards talent. You can learn.
Yeah.
You can educate yourself, you can learn, you can get...
I think that's why Drag Idol's a good platform, because you do get the criticism and the constructive hints.
But do you think it would be easier for queens and kings and people who would want to do drag as drag performers, that's what I'm going to say. Do you think it would be easier for drag performers if they were just thrown into a bar and went, you've got 2 hours, entertain someone?
No.
It would separate the ones that want to be a drag queen and the ones that think it's a good idea to do it, and it'll separate them, because the ones that really want to do it, they will put in the effort, they will try their best. But the ones that just think it's an idea, they'll probably just go, nah, sod that.
Since Drag Race started, I think there's a lot more people that want to be a drag queen rather than actually doing it. Like Instagram queens, which I'm not shooting down Instagram queens, some of them are fucking stunning. But there's, like, even since lockdown, everyone's a drag queen. Does anyone else notice that?
I think you're noticing it more since doing drag. Like, from me watching it, I've watched a steady increase in drag every year on year, every season of Drag Race. There's more and more people. There's more and more people visible doing it. They're getting younger and younger. And I am out of a fucking job soon. I'm not going to say, like, do you know what I mean? Like, if they're going for the youngest, hottest, thinnest queen, I'm not that queen. Like, I've been doing it 17 years now, 18 this year, and like it's one of those. But I'd like to think that I've learned my craft. I'd like to think I know what I'm doing while I'm doing it, and even though I might not be the best at everything, I'd like to think I give things a shot. Like, do you girls think you take opportunities when they come to you? It's something I don't do anymore.
I used to grab the opportunities by the balls and go for them, but now I'm like a little bit apprehensive of going for it, because
why is that?
I feel like if I got an opportunity to work a regular gig again, and then somebody younger, hotter, and come in and just I think I would feel like shoved out the door, and that the original like drag craft is just gone, in that it is all RuPaul queens.
But then if you're making your mark, you won't get shoved out the door.
But a lot of venues will do it for cost. They'll learn their lesson. They will learn their lesson when they go for a cheaper alternative, because they will very rapidly learn that sometimes cheaper isn't always best. I've been undercut before, and I've had my job back within weeks.
Like when I was at Hashtag Central, that was me just like, oh, I want to be a drag queen, got the opportunity type thing, and then once I left there and started at the yard and stuff, it made us feel more like I actually was getting the opportunity. It's weird.
Yeah. We've got a lovely comment from Nathan Wilson. Mona, Vicky Paris says you look fabulous. Tess still looks shite.
Thank you, Vicky.
So that's from an absolute classic queen of the Newcastle scene as well. Like Vicky Paris. Like,
yeah. Like,
again,
thanks, Vicky.
this is showing talent shines through. Like, you can be as pretty as you fucking want, but Vicky knows her trade. Vicky knows exactly what she's doing, and this is why Vicky is booked every fucking week. Every week, Vicky's booked.
Can you do an IF for Vicky Paris? Yeah.
And what else have we got going on?
A classic
We've got
microphone where she shoves it all in her mouth.
I can't do that. I've got a very sore jaw. Which one of them? No, this is just chins. What else we got? If you've got any questions for us, girls, please get them in the comments. We will read them if we remember. Claire remembers the pink dress. How old is Tesco? Claire's feeling very old. 23?
Who's asked how old I am?
Claire.
Hi, Claire. I am 6. I was 6 when Penny started drag. I'm 23. 24 in May, and hopefully we're out of lockdown.
We've got Jack saying, I'm a Halloween queen. I was a Halloween queen. I started out on Halloween. I went out in a long black Morticia dress and a very flat wig. There's nothing wrong with it. Do it. Enjoy it. Drag's there to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
Please enjoy it.
Penny, I'm just running for a cigarette, so I'm going to go off because I smoke at the front door.
I mean, you can take your camera with you, but, you know, that's... It's all right. Like, yeah. And she's got. I love our Tess. I do. We've got. Jack says, "Yeah, I was 6 as well." Then, thanks, Jack.
Oh, I feel old now.
Miss Bruce is there. Hi, Miss Bruce.
Hi, Miss Bruce.
The lovely Christopher has said, "Where did you get your drag names from? Where did you get your drag name from, lass?" Mona Lotte.
Mine was actually through. Do you remember Cheryl Williams, who I used to hang around with?
I remember it, yes.
All them years ago, like it was Cheryl. There was what's Chris's drag name?
Abe Assassin.
An assassin, yeah. It was that crowd, and it was Cheryl who actually named me, because apparently I moan a lot.
Well, yes. Luckily, it's got a sexual connotation as well. Mine was from Adrian Gadd, the guy who made Newcastle Scene. He was like, "Dear, you need the name of this song." And it took us a couple of days to remember what the song was, because he was like, "There's trumpets in it and play it in Benidorm." I was lucky enough to get named by Adrian, and it means a lot to me now.
That's a legacy you can continue on.
Do you know what? The thing is, now that I was named by Adrian, it makes me want to work even harder to make like the whole scene matter.
Yeah.
It's not just about me, it's about everyone. And that's how Adrian always was. But I'm not going to do that. Yes, not. She's not on it. Thanks, Pete Green. We've got the lovely Pete Green who used to bring out my CDs in heavens above. Cheers, lass. Where's the
Well,
cheap one gone? I'm still here. Hackford, I'm still here. I'm the
I remember,
cheap.
like back in the day, a couple of weeks ago, you were talking about the routes people used to do on the scene.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's when the scene was a massive community, like it all stuck together. And I've noticed over the years, venues have drifted separately,
Yeah.
and that community-ness has disappeared slightly. And I kind of hope when everything reopens, it'll come back together.
I really
And,
hope so.
like,
We
get the
don't
old
know what we're
fire.
walking back into. We don't know what scene we're going to have when we get back. Like, I remember the scene back when it was 6, 7 bars, and we got up to like 15, 20. I would love to come back to a scene where we support every bar for its own reason.
Yeah,
We can go and we can have a little route around, and we might only stay for 1 drink, 2 drinks. I would love a scene where we do genuinely support it in a way that works for everyone, rather than just works for my taste.
yeah, like get the bar hopping back.
Yes, absolutely. Like, but we need events. We need things to happen. Like,
Yes.
I remember the days where the bank bar used to have cabaret at 9, and then we used to go across to Rusty's for 11, and then we used to go to the yard for the cheap drinks before they finished at 1. Like, do you know what I mean? I remember the days when that used to happen, and it used to be so good to know the route. Like, we'd start off in Eclipse, and we'd start off in Eclipse for the 3 for £5 bottles of EK, and we didn't enjoy them, but we had the drinks.
Yep, that game of pool.
Yes, dear. Oh God, the pool table. But, right. We've got the lovely Callum Richardson saying hi. Els, big fan of yous. What else have we got going on? Can't wait for the yard to reopen. Again, we can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
See you all. Have a fireball. Mother will be here somewhere. She's probably at
Yeah.
work right now.
I'm excited to face plant Jane's tits when I'm pissed.
Queen has said walking into a dusty shithole. A dusty shithole. You know, we know those days. We love those days.
Yeah.
Craig has said, Lord, that takes me back. Honestly, we can bring it back. We can bring it back.
But
We keep talking about the good old days. Like, why aren't we making it happen? Why aren't we making it happen?
Easy Street, when that was named Camp David.
Camp David, thank God, yes.
That was just ultimate cheese.
There was a photo shared 2 weeks ago on the LGBT History Project Northeast of the yard. And there was a lawnmower shop next door. And I was like, oh my God, the lawnmower shop. Like the lawnmower repair shop. Does anyone remember the lawnmower repair shop? Before Switch was there? Does anyone remember that? Does anyone remember the hobby shop? Like there was the model aircraft shop that turned into, I think, that turned into Easy Street in Camp David?
I can't remember.
It would like oh my God. Simon, remember you from the embassy in Sheffield in your platinum wig? One-off special about 8 years ago. Thank you, Simon. It was a lot. I feel like it might have been more than 8. I'm assuming you're talking about me, unless Mona's done it. Have you not done the embassy in Sheffield?
No.
Was that the bar that was? I feel like it was the coffin-shaped bar, and we'd just done. I think me and Sush, me and Ruby Reynolds.
I would love Ruby to come back.
Preach. I've been trying. I was like, should we just do one more? Once more we're feeling. Should we do it? He's not doing it.
Like a good old camp cabaret night, and we'll claw Greta out.
Drag Attack were like iconic Drag Attack. And me and Sush were a pale comparison. We were pale in comparison. Drag Attack were such a high standing in Newcastle drag, and they both still are in their own right.
Yeah.
Tess, if you ever got the chance to see Vicky Paris and Ophelia Balls together, my God.
Is there videos of it? Because I was just thinking that I've heard of it, but I've not seen videos
There's
of
probably
it.
videos on YouTube.
I'm just going to go to the loo. I'll be 2 minutes.
Nabosh pet, I'll take you out.
Hide them. It's
Like Vicky Paris and everything like that, honestly. Vicky Paris and Ophelia Balls together, So good. So good.
But I've always said, like, I'm sure I've said it to you before, like Vicky Parrott. I love her. I love her so much. I mean, she doesn't like me, but she doesn't like anyone.
She's
Like,
one of the original Newcastle Queens.
then,
Speaking of Vicky said that this week looks so chummy. Thanks, Vic.
it was a stunning one. Vicky,
Was
what
it
about
like,
mine?
oh my God, Penny Change was the compare. Yes, I do remember it. It was me. It was the leads. Bears Allowed were there. Penny Change was the compare. Yes, I do remember that one. Oh my God, Simon, we're going back a small while with that one. Just a bit. Merryweather, Miss Merryweather, full trouble.
Hi, Merryweather.
Yeah, no, it's been so. What? Yes, what if you could do anything with drag? If you could go anywhere with your drag career, where do you want to end up?
I'd want to put a show on, like a full on drag show, showcasing talent. Like I've stressed this so many times, not just North East Queens, like all over the country, all over the world. But, I mean, who am I, RuPaul?
Don't ever limit yourself like that, though, because who was Rue 20 years ago? Do you remember? Like, it's all about doing it. Rue was lucky enough to have the talent and skill to kind of like make it happen. So you've got talent and skill. You're just starting out, though.
I'd want to showcase queens that don't get showcased as much, and I've said that a few times. Like, and I'm probably going to get shut down for this. I feel like a lot of shows are the same queens, not just Northeast, all over the country. And I feel like a lot of queens could do with, like, even myself, like, confidence to get put into them shows, because that would build them for the next generation of queens. Because we're not going to be around forever. You know what I mean? Like, I'd want better, not better, like more
Just want to pay it forward.
different types of queens. No, not like you, Ricky.
I want to see Nana Ricky.
Now,
Has she got a wig on? I want to see Ricky. Hiya, Pet. I want to see you in the Tina Turner outfit.
Yes.
Should we do?
No.
We have a little exclusive.
Right. Everybody in the comments, put a love or a heart. No, a love is a heart, isn't it?
A love or a heart.
I'll make surprises one night with another video.
I feel like we could. I feel like we could make it happen.
You never know.
Go on, get it on.
No.
Oh, you won't.
Howie, Ricky.
It's no fun.
Rick, everyone's asking for it.
It's not happening.
I'll get another white storm into him and then he'll do it, lasses.
We've got a lovely question from Delilah Double D. You're looking fab. If you could have a drag brunch with any two queens, past or present, who would you choose and why?
Any queens?
I would be there with a bottle of Prosecco hanging out my mouth.
I was gonna, you're there going bottomless what?
Yeah. But I would actually like to see the Dye sisters.
Like
Who's the
Pig
and
Octavia. Amazing queens. Amazing queens. What about you, Tess? If you could have a drag bunch with any two queens, past or present, who would it be?
Is that hosting it or watching?
No, taking part. If you were there as part of the lineup, you and two queens.
Miss Lucy and Vicky Parrott, but I love the both of them anyway. Miss Lucy for the cabaret camp style and Vicky Parrott for just calling everyone cunts.
If it was me, I'd probably I'm going fully outside the bag, very much queens that people know. I'd Lily Savage and Lady Bunny at the same time. Like,
hello, dear.
Like Lady Bunny and Lily Savage and me. Like I'd be the least talented queen on the stage, but my God, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
It would be amazing. It would be amazing. Tess has gone pixeled. She's pixeled. Is this half a shot? I don't understand. A lot of queens look up to RuPaul. Why do you think this is? Yes, I'm going to take you out and put you back in, Pet. Hopefully that'll work.
Oh.
Hang on, that was Mona. No, wait. Did it work?
Shot.
No, she's. I haven't bought it yet. Hang on. A lot of queens look up to RuPaul. Why do you think this is?
I think it's because RuPaul has give
Cheers.
the platform for drag to be more mainstreamed. It's like, it's not, drag's now not in the gay bars. It's not that dirty little secret we need to keep. It's everybody loves it. Everybody wants to love it.
Yeah.
So, like, I appreciate what Ru's done for the drag platform. It's just the way he's going about it now. It's all till season 13 of Drag Race America, like, it's all been men, but now having got Mick, the first trans
Having a
male,
trans man in there has opened the doors a little bit, just a little bit.
we just need like the females to come in, like the.
I want some AFAB queens. I do. It's because they're good. They're very good at what they do. Speaking of,
the party.
our Frida has said hiya.
She's on.
She's
Frida
here.
would be right.
What?
I'm saying Frida would be on about you all night.
We genuinely have. She said, Tess, your makeup looks incredible.
Shout out to Tana and Chris. I didn't do my makeup, just my drag idol routines.
What we drink? Oh, she's asking what we're drinking tonight. So I'm on the staple of straw hat and banana sambuca with a Tuesday bandage on it.
Prosecco and tequila rose.
Tess is on the white storm, obviously. That's why we oh my god! Honestly, Simons, please send me the pictures because I'll catch up. I'll catch up with messages after it. Please send me the pictures. Honestly, also Tess Ackford has said that she's coming to collect that wig on her next walk.
The best way to get up to here
Which wig?
is on the key side, all the way along.
Not a word of it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Cup of soup? Cup of soup?
Kobasu?
Cup of soup?
I'm not being funny, but remember the days when that was a thing? Remember when I wore that genuinely at work? And now I'm here looking like this. Thank you, Mona.
You're welcome to. I offered like Tess a wig.
A little bit of step up, like a little bit. Like, I'm not saying that's a cheap wig by any aspect, because when I bought that wig, that's an AK wig.
Right, I'm back on. I heard Tess and wig. Can you hear us better now?
We can, but you look pixelated. I'm just gonna. I mean, you're looking amazing. Yeah, no, that was an AK wig, so like that's an expensive wig, which is why it's lasted 25 million years.
What, this
Yeah.
Tina Turner?
Yeah, handmade. That's an AK wig. That one.
It's stunning.
It is. I genuinely wore that just before I stopped working again, and now I'm kind of going, "What the fuck did I look like?"
Can you see us better?
Apparently, we've had nipples, so shots. Have a drink. Have a cup. Just got them out.
Well, there's a shot glass. Wait there.
No, cover them up. Cover them up. If I get shut down on Facebook because of your nipples. Right. Do you think RuPaul looks for a specific type of drag to compete in the show?
He's gone for the same sort of niche.
See, I disagree.
I disagree. But you go first, Tess.
I disagree with the UK one. I agree with the US one. The US one seems but to be fair, the US drag scene is a lot different to the UK one. The US one's a lot the boom, what you know what I mean? And I think that is one second.
Do you think, though, that's because of the culture around drag? Do you think that the queens are a lot more death drops and showstoppers because they have to have the tips?
Oh yeah. I mean, you couldn't do it here, getting a pound coin through your head.
Happened before.
Just in general. But I think the UK one, he seems so much more fucking relaxed. I don't know if you agree. He's so much more relaxed.
Again,
A lot more.
do you think that's because he's contracted rather than producing it?
Michelle Visage is the producer, isn't she?
She's been a producer for years. She has
Yeah.
been. She's been a producer for years. I think her, Carlson, and Ross have been massive producers for the past few years in America. I might be wrong. Don't hate me if I'm wrong. I think for America, it's very. Rue knows what she wants to put out there, and she knows what she wants to get back. In the UK, she had no idea what she was coming into.
You could tell from season one. Season one, fucking bag of chips walking on. I mean,
What's a tuppence?
That's the thing. It's the season 1 winner of the UK, the Vivian. She won the UK ambassador thing for RuPaul as well.
Yeah.
So Ru did have an idea of what to expect from the British queens.
I think a lot of people, I know myself, knew the Vivian was going to be on. I think a lot of people thought, right, the Vivian's going to be on straight away. But as season 1 started, I was like, I don't want that whole type American thing. And I know that like all the queens aren't like that, but I thought that doesn't showcase that type of drag. But this season, obviously, we've got Tess, Estina Mandela, which is now gone, but they're dancing queens, but they've still got the UK comedy. They've still got the comedy type, where a lot of US don't. They just have the look and the dancing.
I think with the UK, they've tried to balance it out because we have such a varied style in the UK. We've got everything from the comedy queens through to the ugly on purpose queens, through to the I'm very, very weird and I'm doing it on purpose, like through to the I'm pretty and I can still pull out a number sort of queens. We've got such a mixed bag in the UK and it's such a small island. It's intensified. So she's got to have the chasers. She's got to have the Lawrence Cheneys. She's got to have everything that we've had so far. She's got to have the bag of chips. Like, there's so much variety in the UK already, but we still haven't had a queen over 50.
Yeah.
Have we not?
No.
I think Ophelia should be on it.
Oh my god! Imagine.
There are queens. There's queens down in London. There's queens in Blackpool. There's queens in all over the UK who are over 50, and still very much worth every grain of their salt.
Yeah,
Like, they are the best queens in the business.
You could name if you could name one British queen to do Drag Race, who would you say you'd love to see on it? Just one. Look at me asking the questions. I'm on this week. I don't ask them.
In all honesty, if I had to pick a queen that I've seen perform live, I could put on that show and win it. It would be the drag with no name.
yes.
I've not seen her perform. I've heard of her, but I've not seen her perform.
Honestly, you need to go and find it out. Like, I was in Accra the other day. I want to do a tour of the UK, not in drag. I want to go and see every other scene, and I want to go and see what their queens are doing. I want to see what's going on. I want to see midweek. I want to see Tuesdays. I want to see what's going on, and I want to see everything that's happening with their local queens.
Should we get a mini van?
Penny goes on tour every Tuesday to a different city.
I mean, I'm there for it.
We'll get a little mini bus, and we'll.
Do you imagine, like,
we'll get
we'll get a little van, and we'll be like, oh, beep. We'll film it. It'll happen.
Road trip.
Nice TV. Ricky, are we having these shots?
We've got people saying Gladys. We've got people. She's not really 87. She's 90. Like she's not really 87. She's actually 90. She's lying, bitches. She's lying.
She's 90 on Sunday.
Oh yeah, she's 90.
No,
Yeah.
man, Ricky. Gladys Duffy. Oh.
Oh, hang on. Are we doing shots?
Yeah, Ricky's just one.
Right, pouring a shot.
Right, girls, that's £5 piece. I haven't got a card machine, but
Okay,
Sure.
when I say
we're getting in up the pub.
cheers, ladies, and Daddy Ricky.
Very nice.
Nipples, paint it pink, call it Priscilla. Where?
We'll get a
Honestly.
giant shoe and put it on
I'm going
top.
to get to BBC Three, and I'm going to do a tour.
Yeah, I'm warm.
No,
I'm
honestly, I love our older queens in the UK because the older queens in the UK are so amazing. Like, when I say older,
When you say older, I'm thinking of like the proper Blackpool queens.
yeah, that's exactly what I want. I want like proper original cabaret queens. It's
With the
good.
hard front wigs on, and
But it's like when you watch Drag Race US, some of the queens, like her that used to say, "There's always time for a cocktail."
I love a good hard front.
we love it good hard.
You know, hard front Penny.
Yeah, of course I am. Hey,
I didn't-
okay.
This is a hard front. Mona, this is one of yours.
I know. I'm the only one with the lace front on.
I'm loving the fact that these are both Mona wigs, and one of them is doing this, and the other's.
These are all Mona wigs.
I mean,
All Mona
they're all
wigs.
hung there on a wall.
And
They're all just hung there on a wall.
Tess, you need to invest in some head.
I've only got one head, and she's
I've
called.
got two spares. I've got two spares.
I've only got one. She's called Acrid.
Yeah, because she wrote that on because she wants it back.
You can get some discounted head off eBay.
What's some discounted head?
Yeah, off eBay.
We'll have to have a look. I get paid on Friday.
I'll send you a link, dear.
Alex! Oh, it worked. Right. And we've been asked, what do you think of It's a Sin?
Iconic. Educational. And I think right now it needed to be shown for younger people that don't know what happened, like myself.
Yeah.
That wasn't educated as much on it. Binge watched the whole season, but I'm still watching it every week on a Friday for like the second time. It's so fucking educational, and I think more people need to understand of what actually happened in the 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah. Well, I'm a heartless bitch, and I cried like from start to finish of it because I was like, it's really raw for a TV program to show that sort of history, and
Russell T Davies is amazing.
Everybody knows somebody who went through that. And like I listen to Pride Radio a lot when I'm at home styling wigs and stuff, and they keep playing a clip of Ophelia talking, saying one of her friends, she'd seen him and he was like that from the show, and then they were gone within days and stuff. And just to think like how far we've progressed with the health of HIV people and stuff.
But it's like now the whole U equals U, like it's a massive thing. Like we've made so much progress in it, and I'm going to hold my hands up and say I haven't seen it purely because I can't quite bring myself to watch it yet. Like me knowing people who lived through it, I want to be prepared. And lockdown isn't good for me. So once we're out of lockdown, once I'm in a headspace where I'm capable of watching it, I will watch it. I have looked up a lot of it and I've seen what happens and all the rest of it. But it's been a massive eye opener, and I'm so glad that we've had a show that's kind of put it to the forefront in a realistic way. Like it hasn't been straight washed. It's very much this is exactly how it happened. Like people didn't know why their friends were dying. Like that's a moment. Imagine losing a friend and going,
Well, I'd got upset over it when me and Ricky were watching it. And what made us upset was I was like, Ricky, we are so fucking lucky. So lucky. Like the way they were like treating some of the patients and stuff. Like it got us so upset because I was like, imagine if that was now. And that's what makes you think about like the LGBTQIA plus community, how much we've went through. You know what I mean? And like to
and
get that.
this is why we need to be a community. It's exactly why we need to be a community that we're not being. We
100%.
still like put people out who are trans. We still push people out who are questioning. We still push people out who are allies, and we aren't paying attention to the community that we should be.
Yeah.
What would you do if you could welcome more people to the community? Like, how would you welcome them?
I would kind of just say, like, respect is one big thing that we need, like, we use as a community is, like, we respect the older generations that sit in the bank bar, like, Penny Arcade sat at the end of the bar with a banana sandwich. But, like, you see all them just minding their own business, and, like, you hear some of the stories come from, and, like, it's so amazing. Like, I respect them people for still pushing through the ways.
Even all the stuff that they've went through.
Yeah, like, and they're still happy.
What I love most about the scene is when you get straight regulars, like the straight regulars that come on that scene, maybe it's on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Saturday, and support every single fucking person in that bar, whether they're gay, straight, bi, lesbian, trans. They are fucking the allies. They are absolute allies. Like Penny, you know the two little old ladies that come in, Terry,
The nanas.
the nanas.
Yeah.
When they come in, they'll always say, we'll have 3 shots off you. They'll always buy some shots just to fucking support. And there's minority groups out there that wouldn't fucking do that and come and see what the scene's about. And we need more people like the nanas.
Yeah.
I agree.
But then you do get heterosexual people that come into the gay spaces
Absolutely.
and disrespect what's going on, disrespect all the people. And I think that's like where Powerhouse has gone wrong a little bit.
I'm not going to blame Powerhouse as such, because we do make it very kind of balanced in a way where we offer such an environment. We offer a really good party environment. Everyone's free to be who they are, all the rest of it. But at the same time, we have to need to be respectful of what the environment is. You know you're walking to a gay bar, LGBTQIA plus bar, and you are walking into an environment that you might not be comfortable with. If you're not comfortable, don't come in.
Leave.
Not just leave. If you've got an open mind, by all means, welcome down.
Oh, yeah.
If you are willing to accept people as people, come on down.
Yeah.
But then we've got the ones that come down. We had a massive influx back a couple of years back when Powerhouse first got its 5 o'clock. People were saying we had a massive influx of straight girls come down with the gays, and then we had the straight boys come down after the straight girls.
Because that's where the girls were.
The gays all went, oh no, we're not doing that anymore.
I'll say that over Rusty's, and I love Rusty's. I've worked at Rusty's, but one day I know a few people might agree with it, some might not. A Saturday, I don't like Rusty's. It's all straight lasses that go down, lads trying to chase them. Whereas if you go on a Wednesday night, it's like, no, like gay night. It's turned into like where there's gay nights. Like I'd go to Rusty's on a Tuesday or Wednesday night, have an amazing time. Saturday, I couldn't.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I bit like, is it? But Canal Street had the same thing in Manchester, where they were like, "Are we a tourist spot, or are we actually here for our community?"
Yeah.
Well, when me and Ricky went down to Manchester, we went into GAY. It was a Tuesday night, and they were like, "Oh, it's gay night, so you can come in for free or whatever." I was like, "But why is it gay night? Gay night when it's the scene."
It's a gay venue.
Exactly. Why is it gay night? You call GAY.
I remember days of hearing that GUI wouldn't let people in because they didn't look gay.
Yeah, they were very heterophobic. Like,
is it heterophobic or is it protective?
I think it was borderline heterophobic and protective. Like they didn't find the right balance because
the right way. I don't think.
Girls, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you girls have a little chat. But what I'm going to say is, who's your favourite disco diva? And I shall be back momentarily.
Hi, Morgan. Are you all right?
Hiya, lass.
How are you doing?
I'm all right, princess. How are you?
I'm good. Penny's away for its shit, so we're gonna have to talk. With
She's
favorite.
either having a shit or sorting our dog that's pissed herself out.
So, favorite disco diva.
Donna Summer.
Donna Summer, iconic.
Love a bit of Donna Summer. Diana Ross.
I could say so many divas, but I'm like other disco divas. Shaka Khan, absolutely love, but she's not really disco. Would you say she's disco?
She's like clubby, sort of like.
Top 3 favorite divas, singers, whatever. Tina Turner, Madonna, and Shaka Khan.
Turner.
I'd say Madonna has been a disco diva, but not all the time. Which has obviously done different bits and bobsies.
Yeah, I always go back to Donna Summer. Like, she was the ultimate disco, like old school. But then young Jackson 5, like I loved that.
See, I was brought up. I was on about this. I think the Gladys the other day. I was one of the two. I was brought up on songs like The Drifters. Have you heard of The Drifters?
Yeah.
So like Saturday Night the Movies, stuff like that. UB40, Elvis, Tina Turner was a massive one. Like I'm the biggest Tina Turner fan you'll ever meet.
Like I grew up with the Osmonds and stuff. Being a kid, Donny Osmond, Donny and Marie, the lot as a child growing up.
Kelly Marie as well. Kelly Marie, was it Kelly Marie that said, "My head is in a spin, my feet don't touch the ground"?
Yes.
And then 80s music just speaks to me the most, like George Michael, Everyone, Boy George.
That's a good thing you could look at, Penny. Obviously, you haven't watched It's a Sin yet. If you go on Spotify and have a look at the It's a Sin soundtrack, some of the fucking songs that are on it are amazing. When I'm getting ready,
I probably know a lot of them.
Well, you'll know most of them. You'll probably know all of them.
Is there a song that kind of
Saturday night playlist, really?
Yeah. Like, is there a song that defines your drag though? Have you got a song that you listen to where you go, this is when you're putting your face on or when you're getting ready? Is there a song that you kind of go, this song is?
Mine changes a lot. It's always from like 80s, 90s, but I always have like where I'll have this favorite song where I'll listen to for ages and ages, and then I'll get something else. At the minute, I have 3. I've got Gaga 911 from Chromatica 2. I've got Kim Wilde, Keep Me Hanging On. And I've got Tina Turner, which is always what I always play. What's Love Got to Do with It? Favorite song of it. Funeral song.
Selection. That's a good selection.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Mona?
Like a song that always takes me back, that comes on every now and then, takes me back to my Rusty's Drag Idol days. Rihanna Diamonds.
I have such a joy playing that when you're in the bar. You know I enjoy playing that when you're in the bar.
That is such a me song, and it's like that's what takes me back to my passion for drag was actually shaving my hair and gluing this hair on and performing that number.
Ricky's away for some steak.
Gotta go to a breakfast.
Just next up there. Oh.
Yeah.
For me, I used to love getting ready to the Connie and Carla soundtrack. If you haven't seen Connie and Carla, I highly recommend it. Amazing movie. Nia Vardalos and Toni Collette. Fantastic.
Wait, because I'm writing these down. I don't think I've got a pen because after this, I want to remember to listen to Diamonds and I want to watch this film as well.
Oh, it's on YouTube. You can see the performance on YouTube.
What year did you do Drag Idol Morning?
14?
Back.
Cue Titanic.
Even
Cue Titanic. It's been 84 years.
It's been 84 years. Oh, Daddy. We've got Anna saying, "Boy George is my hero and Katie Lang is my heroine, where music is concerned." Do you have any actual inspiration? Like, is there anyone that you listen to where you go, "You are my god and goddess"?
One person I forgot to mention, George Michael. I forgot his name there. That's how much I don't like him. I mean, no, seriously, George Michael. I could listen to him on repeat.
yeah.
Like, and when he died, like, I cried. I mean, if I'm mad and I'm sat in the sitting room, I'm like, Ricky, let's watch his Red again. George Michael was such an inspiration, especially when he went cruising and got caught.
Oh God.
I mean,
I'm gonna start crying over George
there
Michael's
was
death again.
scandals left, right, and centre. There was, but he was such a fucking icon. He genuinely was. Someone who was like very of the clone variety, where they had the mustache and the leather. He did so well being mainstream. But then obviously getting caught cruising and turning it into a music video. Let's go
Turned into
outside.
one of the biggest hits as
Randall
well.
turns around and it's a glitter ball.
That moment in them fucking toilets when it turns into the glitter ball and they're all in the uniform was the most iconic thing I've ever seen. And I'd only seen it maybe 5-6 years ago. 123. And back then, watching it back, obviously I wasn't around when it was shown, it's fucking iconic.
It really was. It genuinely was. But that's the joys of being so openly who you are. You
I
can
think
do that.
It showed people that could do things like that in a way, if that made sense.
Absolutely. Like, I mentioned Connie and Carla, which not a lot of people have seen. So if you do get a chance to watch it, watch it. Do you have any gay shows that you saw growing up that you want people to watch?
I was going to ask you what it's called again, and then you said Connie and Carla, so I was able to write it down.
Chris Savage has asked a question again. If
Do you think Grindr has had an effect on how many people go out on the scene can just stay home and get a shag without spending money on a night out trying to find someone? What do you think, girls?
I think a shag is different to a night out. I think, yeah, you can get a shag while you're at home and such, but you'd still have nights out regardless.
It's affected nights out because you can be in a group of people and certain people are like on Grindr scrolling through during the night out when you're meant to be with your friends and stuff. It's just like it's a good app for people that can't go out and meet people because they're not the best looking, so they're not going to pull.
Like for me, I was never the best looking person, and I would never consider myself as attractive in a bar. But I always found that when I was actually in the bar, I was better. Like I can look across the bar, and make eye contact, and have a little cheeky
It's
moment.
the eyes. As soon as you clock eyes with somebody, it lures them in, and it's just like
Grindr. If I was talking to them on Grindr, and then they were in the same bar, I'd go, they're in, look down. And no one wants this angle. Not a single person wants this angle.
No. See me roots from that angle.
Like, if you're out in a bar and you see someone who's spoken to on Grindr, go up and introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Don't do
It's
it.
like, I've made many friends through Grindr. Like, nothing's ever happened. We've just ended up becoming friends because the banter's been there and we've bumped into each other in a bar, and then it's just been like, oh, we'll have a drink and we'll just continue chatting shit.
Sorry, I just went for a wee.
What do you think about Grindr, Tess?
Right, before I got with Ricky, I remember when I first came on the scene, like, I'm from a village where there's no gay people type thing. There's nothing like that. When I came on the scene, it was so different.
It's a disservice that people haven't seen Connie and Carla.
I've got it
Speaking that truth.
I've got it wrote down.
Gentle drag. Go on, Tess. Keep going.
I see we've got the Flemings in again.
Oh, we've got our Dave.
David Fleming.
I love our Davey. Why are you hiding your face? Have you
Oh, he
shot
can slide into my DMs.
Oh, is he slid in? Davey, have you
No.
slid in?
No, he can. He can. If I was
He's got
single.
Jim. Davey's got Jim.
You girls have a type? Do you have like a specific type you go for, or are you just very much open to applicants?
I never thought.
You've seen my variation of relationships over the years.
So you've got bad taste.
Yeah, but apart from the one I'm with now,
I don't know who that is. I don't think I've met them yet. Have I met them? No.
No.
I
He's
never
a good
thought.
egg, though. He's downstairs watching.
Hello to downstairs.
Not commenting anything. Oh no, I think I did see a comment earlier.
Daniel James.
Yeah, dear girl. If you're going to leave the address on the box.
Oh shit! Yes.
Hello, Daniel. Meet you. I'm a drag queen.
Dan, it's me, Mona's mum.
Oh, apparently Jack said
One time,
camera.
she face fucked us with a dildo. If you haven't seen the Drag Idol documentary,
The Dragumentary.
please watch it. Dragumentary on YouTube. Drag Idol, the Dragumentary. Watch it. Mona's actual physical biological mother says the words, she face fucked me with a dildo. Worth watching. It's on YouTube. We'll put the links in the details. Girl, she's got nipple out.
Davey Fleming's already asked if he can motorboat me.
You want to just send him the breasts?
Davey, it's still got my sweat drip.
Oh no, I put them in the bath and washed them.
Fuck off. He's having shot. Where's what? Wait.
How dare you?
The double.
Oh, we've killed Mona. In a heart with chin as well.
You spin the Samba girl just murdered me.
You can tell she doesn't know.
Oh, I'm crying.
Cheers, girls.
Dear Ricky was sat next to us having a shot too.
Questions. Do we have any more questions? We've just got a lot of people saying nipple. Mona, you can come back more often with your nipples because it's
2021. Nipple game.
I'm just here for Penny.
Ricky's just I'm here for Penny.
Oh, Daniel has just said thanks, Penny. I will YouTube that. Honestly, look for Drag Idol, the Dragumentary. It's so good. You've got Mona, you've got October, you've got Heather, you have someone
Dragument-
else. Drag
Yeah, the
Idol,
Dragumentary.
Dragumentary. It's on YouTube. Lovely Amy and her team in it, and honestly, you get to see everything behind the scenes. You get to see everything from Drag Idol of that year behind the scenes. We might do a live watch. I might do it where we can watch it alongside.
Oh, can I watch it with you?
Please do. Like, because it was you, Heather, October, Danny. It was such a good year.
Shall I get in touch with Heather and get her to watch it as well with us?
Please do. I'll drop her a message as well.
Oh, God.
We've got Claire asking if you're all right. Are you good? All right.
I'm choking.
Look at Tess looking like she's at school taking notes. She is literally taking notes. It's the only reason she watches the Tuesday.
Get notes from the real queens.
Mona, fuck off.
Is there any, like, you queens, like, what gay shows did you watch when you were growing up? Like, Fear of Walking and It's Sin. Did you have shows like that?
Banana, cucumber, and tofu, and Queer as Folk. Queer as Folk was one of the first things I'd ever watched, and I'll never forget another moment in my life when I came out gay. And Mum, you're going to hate us for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway because I know my mum's watching. Yeah. I'll never forget, because obviously we're from a village that's very uneducated, things like that. And the night I came out gay, we were watching Celebrity Big Brother final, and Ryland had won. And my mum was like, look at that, Puff. And I looked at her and went, she went, well, I don't mean like you, pet. But my mum has educated herself a lot more on it. Like, she comes up, she loves the gay scene, fucking loves it.
I have met your mum, and she's lovely. She's one of the best people.
The first ever time I performed was, do you know Josh Dixie had got to do a charity show at Central, and he was like, I dare you to do Miss Tesco, because it was when Ricky worked at Easy Street. I used to go in with my Tesco bag on my arm that had like my jammies and my toothbrush when I was going to stay at Ricky's. Like, he's almost got a fucking Tesco bag, like Miss Tesco. And then he was like, I dare you to do a number at Tesco. And that night I did it. I didn't know my mum was turning up. And I did Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman, on stage with a Gladys Pussycat wig. And my mum was stood there and she cheered the whole fucking time. And one thing I'll never, ever forget. I mean, I was mortified while I was on stage. I was like trying to lip sync by like, Mum, what the fuck you doing here?
That's what people need. Like, I remember my first gig when I did it in front of family, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. And like, I was out in Turkey at the time because my family just happened to have a holiday at Marmaris, and I was like, well, they've come to see me. Like, they hadn't at all. They just happened to be in town at the same time. And I was like, they're here in the bar watching me do what I do.
It's a good feeling.
It was so empowering. Absolutely.
It's so nerve-wracking performing in front of your family as well.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like if you've achieved something more than just performing, because you've performed in front of like your favorite people, like your family. You know what I mean? It's
absolutely. It's when it's that acceptance level that comes with performing. Like, you know, the crowd accepts it. You know, the crowd loves what you do because they applaud when they do.
Tess, your mum's just commented saying, yes, I was crying.
All right, Mum, stop trying to get attention.
Oh. we love a good mother drag.
Exactly.
Right, 1 second. Block Yvonne Richardson from...
She also has told you to put your homework away.
Yeah. Delongo just put in the chat, not on this, like on a private chat, saying, shit, it's Tuesday. Sorry, I forgot.
I would love a hit mannered. I love Delonco, but she will be a guest very soon. I don't know when. Once we figure out what we're baking, we'll figure something out.
Oh, you're going to do a bit of a bakey one?
No. It might be a little crossover. It might be a crossover episode.
Oh.
Delonco what? Penny Arcade Bakes. That's right. But anyway, so like you girls, you've had the inspiration to drag. You've had the time to do drag. What would kind of influence you to go, I'm going RuPaul's Drag Race? What would make you go, I can do that?
I would. So that's how a test go. Just quit.
I'm so sorry for technical difficulties tonight. Ricky hasn't fucking paid the talk bill, I swear.
What do you think if you were on RuPaul's Drag Race? What would be your moment where you went, this is me being amazing?
What, like challenge-wise?
Yeah.
I'll let you go first, Tess.
Oh, you're a fucking bitch. I think I'd be alright at an acting challenge, but not improv, because I haven't got the experience of improv anyway. The only improv I've got is speaking to fucking customers in the yard. But I think I'd be alright at acting, learning and stuff like that. I feel like as a queen anyway, acting's part of the job, because you have to learn.
I do agree you'd be really good at improv. I think you would take anything that they said and just run with it.
Yeah.
Just have to the answer.
Absolutely.
They're like, so Tess, what's your favourite advertisement? And I'm just like, DLO, control the virus. My earring.
Then the earring would be a moment.
It would. I'd get memed. It's not going back on. Oh, it's not good now, is it?
Daniel has said, I wish everyone would stop looking at my boyfriend's tits.
Oh, that's that Daniel James. I'm going to have to pay him after here because I don't know who he is.
It's not
Hands
worth
off my
doing it.
old man.
I did a little research earlier.
Oh, he's having shots. Wait there.
No, no dribbling it this time.
Yes.
Up the bum. No returns.
Oh,
Give her a
I've got
time.
Do you know what's hilarious? I'm shot in White Storm. I'm champagne in White Storm. And I'm painting White Storm.
See, I'm shotting the Antica Sambuca.
If it's next,
I'm drinking the straw hat.
oh, how much do you pay for what? That'd be yours. Iceland.
David Fleming's just asked me, why do I have a texturizing comb in my hand?
What? It's for the
Well,
texture.
I'm just like keeping the hair glam. Like, I don't want to wear a flat weave and put a pony on one side.
I was just, as you finished there, as you said flat hair, I was going to say, are you on about me? And then you said ponytail on the side. And you know what it is, you football.
So girls, if you could give any advice to anyone who was starting drag now, what would you say?
Speak
Tease
to
a wig. Tease your goddamn wig.
Is that towards me?
To everybody.
I'd say speak to all the queens.
Yeah.
Speak to all the queens and get your knowledge. I didn't have any knowledge, but now I have a little bit of knowledge, and it came from all the queens and experienced queens. Speak to queens before you do it.
Yeah, trial and error. Just keep trying things. If it doesn't work, try something else.
And don't drink White Storm.
Yeah.
Because you're in an Adidas hoodie with a choker on.
What would your advice be to a young queen, Penny?
Yes.
Don't.
What?
Like,
Quick back.
I think people need to just do it because they enjoy it. I do agree. Like, people need to. If you're going to do drag, enjoy drag. But not in a way that you're a fan, in a way that you enjoy doing it. Because it's very fucking different. Like, it's not fun when you're stood there in front of a crowd of many, many people and you aren't doing well. We've all been there.
Done that.
We've all been there. But you can still pull it back. It's amazing when you do.
Yeah.
The joy is pull it back. Be yourself. Do it. Enjoy it. My sambucas have kicked in.
That's the best thing I've heard all night. I love drunk Penny.
I don't know how, because we've done many, many weeks of this, and not once have they kicked in, and tonight they've kicked in.
Well, I've only been on for 5 minutes because Ricky didn't hear the talk. Tight.
That was my phone.
God. Penny, I've just realised tonight we haven't got the music.
No, not tonight.
Normally we'll have like the music.
80s Rollies free disco. We'll give it another half hour. Because I've had... I mean, we've got like 3 left.
Yeah,
Mona,
like...
She's
got a tease and brush.
You give me advice 5 minutes ago on what to do if I started doing drag, and now I'm starting drag. I've got
Get that weave tease, babes. Get it.
You can do live.
What do I do with this?
Do you want us to go and grab a flat wig and we'll do a lesson?
We're doing a masterclass.
Sure.
You can.
I've got the wrong nails on for this.
We can do a masterclass if you want, or we could do it.
I'll take this out the bubble and just tell us what to do. And we'll do it
That's your mentality.
Come on.
We'll just take the bubble out and then we'll do what we do.
So, I've got my texturizing comb, my back comb from Shark, from QVC.
Oh, shark! Is that one of them shark brushes?
Yeah.
I've seen them on a Channel 4 documentary called Buy It Now.
I bought it off QVC.
Yeah, the QVC bought it. It was a program they did on Channel 4. It was no like a shit version of Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
So someone would go on with like a product they've invented, and there'd be 100 people in the studio audience, and if anyone would want to buy it, they have 60 seconds to like plot the invention they've made. And a woman was with her shark brush, and QVC bought 500 of them.
It's actually really good.
Right, so how do I stop my head looking flat?
Right, so you want to grab a section.
What's a section?
Just like a little bit of hair, like some hair. A little bit bigger than that, Tess.
I'm doing the thing. So like that?
Yeah. And then your bushy side, you want to just like brush the hair back up to its roots, yeah. And then it kind of just adds that bit value. There you go, just do it all over, tease that weave.
I'm liking you. This is amazing. I'm liking you.
Just got, what the fuck is this? What happened?
You give now my wiggle look like yours.
You're not going to ask to look like that tomorrow.
What do you mean I'm not going to ask to look like this tomorrow?
I think we've got money.
No,
I'm like
no.
And then just keep teasing. Just teasing. Or you could do a penny and pay me to tease your wigs.
I mean, it's a lot cheaper.
Look like.
She's getting there. Tease them on the other side. Even it up.
Look at the difference, though. This is more
I know.
Drag 101. We will have a Drag 101.
Wait.
Oh.
That notebook.
I've lost my pen. The pen's gone, but I'll remember that. I've got a tease.
Tease your weave.
Tease. Oh, I like tease the weave.
And then
Weave.com.
We've got slogans and everything. What's that? Is that hairspray? Do I need to do that and all?
Yeah, just set your hair a bit.
And
There
how
you
are
go, beautiful. Oh, she's
Ash-
got some volume.
You know what it is? Next season of Drag Race, I'm going to apply, and when they ask what my attributions are, I'm going to be like, I can tease a wig. I can voluminize. Is that the word? I voluminize. And I use what I wrote down earlier on. I'm going to get the VO5 hairspray penny because it smells nice.
Legit.
Oh no, got to be, sorry. Got to be, not
be.
What's everybody saying in the chat?
This
At the
one
same
smells
time-
like coconut.
Also, this shit from the pound shop.
I mean, mine is. Oh wait, where's the thing? Asda every day.
No. Bristow's dark blue label.
That's got very firm hold.
It does. Look. Right. So you've got this. See that? See the spray?
Yeah.
You have this.
Oh my god, Penny's got a smoke machine on. The smoke machine everywhere.
Myself in the face.
Penny, that was good. I like that.
Thanks.
I teased.
Yeah, see, you look glam now.
Glass. Sorry, I'm trying to be a fishy queen. Mona, I like that glass. Is it a gin glass or like a martini one?
It's a champagne coupe.
It's a real champagne one.
Oh well, I've got 50 pence Asda flute.
It was modelled on Marie Antoinette's tit.
Bad girls have more fun. Well, if you started making steak from it, you'd have the most fun you could ever have.
Right, girls. It's been an absolute pleasure. Mona, your nipples out.
Ophelia's appeared now.
Oh, it's a few
People. Those on there will be fine. I'm sure of it. After this many years.
Ruin it.
After this many years. Girls, it's been an absolute pleasure having you. Next week we've got Pebble and Jack Plastic.
Fabulous.
It's going to be very good because I want to know all about Sunday Night Lives and everything. Pebble's Roast. Have you heard Pebble's Roast? They're doing that.
I am so excited to watch this. It's how can you roast somebody who's got such that aura about them? She is Pebble is so quick with her remarks.
Honestly, it's going to be one of those amazing moments where I have to watch it, and I might stream it from my channel as well. But for tonight, girls, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a Tuesday. I got more drunk than I should have.
Shall we have another quick shot for the road?
Shall we have a quick shot? Shall we do it?
David Fleming's got a question for you, Penny.
Mona, nipple. I'm gonna get shut down because of you.
David Fleming was like, Penny, how long have you been doing drag?
Too long.
Where have you worked?
Everywhere. In all honesty, I've been doing it 17 years. I've worked everywhere from Brighton up to Edinburgh. Might not know my name, but that's showbiz, isn't it? Like, you can't be a celebrity.
Penny, I'm just writing down Brighton and Edinburgh.
No, honestly, I've had a very good ride. People might not know who I am.
You still are having a good ride. Well, you are. Like,
she's single, so she's not having that much of a good ride.
Not during lockdown, I'm not.
There's always a hairbrush to use.
Bring on the straights, that's what I say. So here's
up the bum.
Up the bum, no babies.
Yeah, control the virus, girls. Penny, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Ah, what was that?
I'm
UK
fine.
hun.
I'm good.
Bing bang bong.
Sing bang song.
Sing
Dang
dang
dong.
dong. Ding dang dong.
UK hun.
Actually, before we go, I actually wrote my verse today. Could
You
you
write
think
your
of a
verse?
verse? If you were doing it, could you think of a verse off the top of your heads?
No.
Well, I did.
Can we hear it? Is this an exclusive? Is this like?
This is an exclusive. It was just as I was chatting this afternoon, with which I've lost, which I'll find in a second.
Are you trying to rummage through many papers?
No, my friend had messaged us this afternoon and said, if you had to do a verse, can you still see us? Just I'm on a chat. If you had to do a verse for the UK Hun, what would it be? So I went, power tools is what I do. I'm Miss Tesco and I'm coming for you. Bend and gender, snatch and lace. Here I come to win this race. TESEO. Who's that? You know who that is, girl. Bing, bang, bong. That was absolutely shit. It was coming in my head. Was that
That's
good?
what?
Was that good?
I like that.
Once it's been auto-tuned, you'll be fine. I have a friend who has auto-tune in his system, and I'm just like, we can sort this. We can do that. Shall we have a little Newcastle gay scene? Bing bang bong. UK Hun.
Right, so it's going to be 4 queens. Who's it going to be? Us 3. Who else? One queen.
Oh.
One more
Don't know.
queen.
Who's the third?
Should we get Katana?
Shall we put it out to public vote?
Oh.
Everybody now, us 3. One more queen that you'd like to have singing.
Miss Penny Arcade will put a post on her page, and then everybody just comments their queens that they want
Guys,
in this.
You want to be the 4th member of our girl group.
I'm moving from the studio because my phone's going to die. So I'm just moving. I'm
no plugs.
like Holly Willoughby. We're going to the kitchen now where we've got Ricky cooking beans on toast. No, but pretend.
Right, girls, it's been an absolute pleasure having you. Next week we've got Jack Plastic and Pebble Dash.
That should be Cam.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. You're right.
Yeah, I'm on. Hello. Ricky said Penny looks stunning.
I love them boobs as well.
He loves them boobs as well.
I don't know who that is.
Ricky,
It looks like an apple.
we've had sex in there.
And on that note,
Exclusive. Good job you washed them, Mona.
No, I know. Thank God for Fabulosa.
Do you know what it is? I've just realised I was going for the chav look tonight, but I feel like I look very gothic. Shout out to Acrid. Are you a goth or something?
shall we have a little shot to finish ourselves off?
I've left them in the bedroom. Wait there, Ricky. Bring the Chardonnay through.
She's like bloody Bianca. Ricky!
There it. The
Some hand
shot.
sanitizer. I'm sticky.
1 minute. Do you know where you actually balance then? In my clothes.
What's this? What is it? Oh, there we go.
I've got one. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Right, are we ready? Who's that? Is that William?
Little Jack sent me a Snapchat of just your face.
It's me, Penny Arcade.
Right, up the bum. I keep saying that we need a new one. Up the Hun. Up the Hun.
Up the Hun.
Flora's return. Shout out the tree.
Please.
Daniel's
Well,
here.
Daniel. I was just about to say, Daniel then.
Come here. I'll eat your slags.
He's fucking out with him. Hello.
Hello.
You're his son.
Is that Asda one? Ah, that's Asda.
Is that Asda one? Fuck off,
who's
man.
that?
What's more expensive?
Tess Daily, is it? Tess Daily. Anyway, bye.
Hi, Daniel. No, where's he going?
Get him back.
Come back. They're going to ask us questions about you.
No, we're going to ask questions why you said fucking Asda one or whatever.
Because everything you've said about now is you shop in Asda. You don't thief from Tesco.
No. She doesn't pay in Asda. She steals from Asda.
I steal from
that's
Asda, but I am called Tesco.
Support the supermarkets. What about Aldi?
Aldi. No, Lidl's better, but the chicken's a bit shit.
That's where this glass is from.
Where? Aldi.
All right.
Oh, how much? I like them.
Oh, $9.99 for 4. I mean,
I could get a smackhead that comes into like the Black Garter on a Thursday that sells them after he stole them from the Granger market cheaper.
that'd be well good. Get some plastic ones for.
Allegedly.
Bye.
Oh, Mona, he's fit him.
I pick a good one, don't I?
She's doing well, lass.
So, on that note, no idea what's going on. Basically, thanks for joining us. We've had, we've had Tesco and we've had more a lot. It's been a joy.
Love you, Penny.
Love you, Penny.
They love you, Penny.
Love you, Penny.
You're great, mate.
I love Penny.
It's going to get messier the further we go. It's not going to get any better. I'm not even lying. It's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any better. But I love it. But thank you, Tesco, and thank you more than a lot. Honestly, I've had such a good night.
We fell off the step.
5 bitches. Thank you.
It's like a game show.
Season 5!